Okay, good afternoon and welcome to Iyun Shulchan Orach. Today's Siman is Siman Yud. Today we're talking about how many corners your tzitzis could have, should have, allowed to have, would be chayiv and tzitzis. We're going to stick to the first halacha where tal she'en arba knafos p'tura. If it doesn't have 4 knafos, only 3 knafos, it's potter. Yesh liyoser ma'arba chayev. It has more than 4, it's chayev. Osa la'arba sizios ma'arba knafos knafeh hamruchako zu mizu yoser. You only put 4 corners. If you have a corner, 5-corner beggar, you can imagine that. Like, let's say our tzitzis, and then you'd make sort of like a triangle in the middle, like a tails almost, that have a 5th corner as like a tails, right? So you'd only put it in the way we normally put it. You wouldn't put on the tails because they put the 4 furthest away from each other. That's most recognizable. Now, where is this from? This is from a brisa where the Gemara says, it's quoted on Zvachim Yudchan and Beis and Menachos and Gimel and Beis, where the Gemara says, Dali knafos, Gdilim tasalach arba knafos ksusa. There's 4, not 3, but 4, maybe 4, not 5. So the Gemara says, Asher techaseba come to tell you, even a 5-corner garment is chayiv in tzitzis. And Mishabura says, yes, it's chayiv in tzitzis from that Gemara. But if you put a 5th tzitzis on it, on the 5th corner, you'll be over on Baal Tosef. Because Baal Tosef tells me it's a mitzvah, the mitzvah is to wear 4 tzitzis. It says, arba knafos ksusa. Asher Techaseba just tells me that beged is chayiv in tzitzis. Not that I could put a fifth tzitzis on that. So to have 40 strings, that would be usher. Now, is that so pashut? I'd like to suggest this totally in how you learn the din of chayiv in tzitzis. Is the chayiv in tzitzis din on the gavra or din on the chafsa? I mean, is it din on the beged or is it din on the person who's lovish? If you wear a 4-corner garment, you have to put on tzitzis. So normally they say that Baal Tosef is a din in the chefsa. That's the way they explain it. Say Baal Tosef doesn't apply in certain circumstances. It only applies, for example, the Torah gives when it says lo sosifu, right? Al davar lo sosef lo sigra Baal sigra gives the example of 5 parshios in your tefillin or 3 parshios in your tefillin. It's Baal tigra, and the same thing 5 tzitzios and 3 tzitzios. Baal Tosef would be 5 tzitzios, and Baal tigra would be 3 tzitzios. So these are din in the gavras, like the 4 parshios are din in the tefillin, the bottom of the tefillin. Here it's also talking about the beged of the tzitzis. That's true. So, and that assumption is basically assuming that the chiyuv is obviously not on the gavra, the chiyuv is in the chefsa. Now, if you learn that really know that the mitzvah of putting on tzitzis is when I put a 4-corner garment, I have to ensure that it's put on tzitzis, right? That's a mitzvah on the gabra over there. So I would say once you say it's not a din in the chefsa, you say tzitzis is not a mitzvah in the chefsa. It's not a mitzvah in the chefsa. So when is it talking about when the Torah says that you can't have 5 tzitzios? That's talking about a case where like we learn later on in the Shulchan Aruch, where you have 4 corners, and in one corner you put 2 sets of tzitzis, right? Because that doesn't look good. It looks normal. That looks abnormal. When you have 5 corners, and it would be fitting to put a 5th tzitzis over there. So then I have a chiyuv, and that's what the Torah's marba. The Torah's marba asher techaseba to include, right? To include asher techaseba. When you include that 5th one, you also put tzitzis on that. So that would depend. This machlokas, I think, what the Mishnah Berurah here paskins that you shouldn't put a 5th one on is really assuming that tzitzis is a din in the chefsa. But if you learn that it's din in the gavra, which I think really it is, because there's a din of tasev lo min asvoy, which is basically make it in order. First put on a garment of daled tzitzios and then put on the tzitzis. You see, it's a mitzvah. It's a delayed mitzvah. Put on the 4-corner. Obviously, if you make it and then put it on, you're doing it at the same simultaneously, it'll be okay. But there's a mitzvah of making it, so it's a mitzvah on the gavra. Since it's on the gavra, I would think you would put the 5th tzitzis. And in the case of Baal Tosef, was talking about where you only have 4 corners and you put an extra one in one of the corners. It looked incongruent, and that would be a problem. That would be my chiddush for today. Tell me whether you agree or not in the comments. Bye.